The holidays are wonderful, but sometimes they can be hard for families. Find out how Mountain FM is making Christmas mornings brighter. On today's show, morning sunlight. What brings this Cirque du Soleil performer to smaller stages in Whistler? Then the snow is here, but make sure early season skiing stays on track.
This time of year, you'll see a lot of temporary boundary signs at Whistler and Blackcomb.
And wrapping up the spirit of giving for kids. Deck the halls with everything winter, today on The Express.
I love those slippers.
Welcome to The Express on Shaw TV. I'm your host, Nicole Fitzgerald, and we are getting into the holiday spirit of giving here at the Mountain FM Christmas Breakfast. Another incredible gift, the talent of Chad Oliver. His voice is like a warm bath. You could linger in it all day.
I do hope I'm going to remember how to do this. It's because it's one of those things, like we would write them and then we'd put them away. Morning sunlight. Another end to another night.
Always playing covers at local watering holes like the Dublin Gate these days, Chad Oliver's original work rarely gets airtime.
Living the road life.
But despite this song being written a world away in Milan while on tour with Cirque du Soleil, the words roll back easily on this now Whistler resident's guitar.
I know you're tired of chasing memories of love and laughter.
In his song entitled I'm Coming Home, these words of living life on the road gave Oliver's life new direction. After touring with Cirque du Soleil as the lead singer for 4 years, he found himself looking to Whistler Mountains this year.
My wife and I had a baby. The show that I was going into, it was going to move into a format where it traveled. It moved like every 2 days. We decided that him being as young as he was, it just was time to call it a day and grow some roots.
Now, instead of performing in a big top with an audience of thousands, this Whistler resident's angelic voice entices an intimate Monday night crowd at the gate.
I'm a huge fan of like that whole 80s thing. The songs were so great. Melodies were so excellent during that time period, and so it's kind of really easy to find those songs that really fit well together.
But in between gigs and changing diapers, this former member of Holdam County and Seafox Vancouver Seeds competition winner continues his songwriting aspirations with an agent in Nashville.
I know that they were looking at one of Coming Home. I know was being pitched to Keith Urban. It's a matter of like, can they get these songs in the door? Is the foot there? Can it, will it work out?
In a city that cranks out 1,000 songs a day, Oliver takes a grounded attitude with the future, one that balances family with writing and regular stage time.
You take the shows that you want to take, and a lot of times I will learn the songs that they're expecting, and then I can sort of do what I like to do as well too.
Because in the end, whatever he sings, Celtic, Cirque, or lullabies, what Oliver likes, his fans do too.
Pedals, so much fun.
The Dublin Gate is Whistler's own music box. They have live music every single night with après ski sets on the weekends. Well, the Community Christmas Care Hamper program is helping out those less fortunate to ensure everyone has a happy holidays, something everyone's feeling on the mountains these days with all of the snow. But we have more than just Mother Nature to thank.
Travel along with us on the Quality Assured Collision Road Trip as we explore the many marvelous attractions and activities of beautiful British Columbia.
We've got a lot more guns on the mountain.
Since the Olympics, Whistler Blackcomb has been packing a reputation as a gunslinger. Only this firepower is putting the POW in powder.
This is going to make early season conditions a lot better for skiers and riders, and it'll help us maintain our ski outs in the late season.
This is only one of many 2010 Winter Olympic and Paralympic Games legacies here on Whistler Blackcomb, located just a 2-hour drive north of Vancouver. Two mountains 8,100 skiable acres, Olympic proportions that require an even greater snowfall.
So prior to the Olympics, Whistler Blackcomb had 75 fan guns, so we've increased that by 25 fan guns and approximately 100 air-water guns, and we increased that by 85. So we're at a maximum of 270 guns right now.
To get the guns firing, temperatures must be below -2 degrees Celsius. So with this Arctic front, guns are firing morning, noon, and night. But even with more snowfall on the near horizon, not all of Whistler Blackcomb's 200 trails are operating quite yet.
You really want to stick to the runs where we've been able to make some snow and done some good grooming. Until we get close to 2 meters of snow, this time of year you'll see a lot of temporary boundary signs at Whistler and Blackcomb. So there'll be stumps and rocks and ditches and a whole bunch of things that could either hurt your equipment or hurt you.
Soon the public will be free skiing the same runs Olympians and Paralympians race during the Games. But the Francis Trail and Dave Murray Downhill aren't open quite yet. It's a good excuse to head in, warm up, and meet a few of our Sea to Sky athletes.
But we've put up an Olympic legacy display in the Roundhouse Lodge to kind of commemorate some of the Games times highlights. So the display has photos, stories. It has Dieter Defago's Rossignol skis that he wore for his gold medal. Here you go, Nicole. You earned that one.
All right. At the end of an exhilarating day, my first turns of the season, I sought out a different kind of gold. A regular event as famous as the Games.
And Upper is a huge part of the culture here in Whistler. At the end of a long day on the mountain, it's great to come down, have some drinks, have some food, share stories with your buddies. It's a good time.
A pint-sized town no more. The Games may be over, but mountain life tastes just as sweet. From Whistler, I'm Nicole Fitzgerald for Shaw TV.
Entertaining and informative, the Quality Assured Collision Road Trip. Weekends on Shaw TV. Always something new and exciting.
Park Rats will also be reaping the benefits of the 2010 Olympic Games. An Olympic-sized 22-foot super pipe is being built on Blackcomb Mountain. It's all about giving these days. Fun things here today. What have people been bringing in?
Everything from food donations to cash donations over there. Tons of toys. I mean, you got some name stuff in here. We got some Battleship, some Life, some Monopoly. We got toys. We got teddies. We've got Windsor Plywood. Brought like 15 bags, a mix of everything from food to toys to just wild donations. It's awesome. My favorite day of the year for Mountain FM.
Making Christmases jollier today.
Well, Nicole, we're donating all of our proceeds, including our cash donations, food donations, and unwrapped toys to 4 great community organizations, including the Squamish Community Christmas Care Program, the Whistler Food Bank Society, the Pemberton Community Christmas Care Society, as well as the Little Walk Program.
What's it like to be broadcasting live here?
You know, it's been a lot of fun. It's just a great way to kick off the season, and it's just great to be in the thick of things.
I love those.
I know this is the first time for you, but you have been doing this for many, many years. How have you seen the event grow?
This is the 7th annual that we've had. We've been doing it for 7 years. I've been here for every one, and it's really, really grown every single year. There's been a lineup outside the lobby around the hotel. Tons of donations continue to come in, and just really impressed with everybody this year.
I'm really impressed with the outfit. Where did you pull this out of?
I used it for Halloween, and I decided, you know what, it's time to rebirth the elf costume. It still kind of fits a little bit.
Discovering our inner elves today here at the West End. So how do you feel about being one of the beneficiaries for this great event today?
It's such a joy to be able to be part of this and share that with the rest of the communities. It's phenomenal.
So tell us about the Community Christmas Care Program.
Community Christmas Care has been going on for about 30 years in Squamish, believe it or not. And in that time, we've served over 17,000 people. People can access all the necessary information at our new website, communitychristmascare.com.
Last year's Mountain FM Christmas breakfast raised more than 2,000 cans of food, $4,400 in cash, and 340 gifts. And later on in the show, even more goodwill's coming your way. Still to come, local artists find a home in Stockholm, Squamish.
I was so happy this summer to happen across Elisa's store, and I went in as a customer.
And the How Sound Women's Centre gets second-hand clothes support.
Well, this is Pearl Second. What we really need is to have some more racking and maybe some more room.
I was adopted shortly after birth.
That's the little one, the little troublemaker right there.
We found my biological family from Saskatoon.
You look in the nursery and for the last time and know you're giving that baby away. It's incredibly tough.
And we're gonna fly him out to Victoria to meet my adopted family here for the very first time, for one big family reunion.
Bring your family together. Enter Shaw's Amazing Family Reunion Contest at togetherisamazing.com.
This is a good thing for sure.
This is Shaw TV.
Welcome back to the Mountain FM Christmas Breakfast at the West End. I'm your host, Nicole Fitzgerald, and you're watching The Express. To be a successful artist, it takes more than just creating. You need a fan base, and not to mention a place to welcome them as well.
I'm very attuned to nature. I live out in the woods here, and I can sit at my desk, look outside, and literally be inspired by what I see.
From her tranquil Paradise Valley cabin, Effie Baker translates the elements of nature into her jewelry, finding a connection between her designs and her 20 years spent as a river raft guide.
I like the sort of the fluidity of the jewelry making, and I like moving parts, you know, in the mechanisms of jewelry, so a little bit like the river flowing.
Come on, puppies.
Many of Effie's pieces start from something found on her dog walks through the woods or combing the beach at her Texada Island cabin.
I find one piece and it speaks to me, and I make what I want for that piece, and then another rock or another pebble tells me something completely different.
Come on, come on.
After only making jewelry for the past 2 years, it's not always easy to find places to showcase her talents. A chance shopping experience led Effie to the perfect location.
Hi, Lisa. Hey, Effie. How are you? Good to see you. You too.
I was so happy this summer to happen across Elisa's store, and I went in as a customer. I was so blown away that she had all these amazing, almost antique items, but also the home decor thing. And then there was an artist displayed, all his beautiful paintings that I'd seen up in Whistler. And then I saw some jewelry at the front.
What I like about it is that it's got a very nice balance. I'm quite keen on silver myself, and she works with the natural elements as well, so there's just this simplistic beauty to it that I think is very charming.
Effie is equally fond of Elisa's niche market in downtown Squamish.
Every time I go into her store, it's completely new. She's so amazing with the way she can display things.
It's something that I would almost refer to as a stage that when you come and you have an experience. There are just so many talented people out there, so it's just wonderful to be able to combine it with having that shopping experience.
I get such enjoyment out of making it that the sale is harder for me. I do hope that whoever ends up buying my piece, that they love it, and it's one of those kind of favorite pieces.
Trying to decide on a favorite piece for myself in Squamish, I'm Jessica Turner for The Express.
If you're going to be wandering around downtown Squamish doing some Christmas shopping, you definitely want to check out Stockholm and Effie's Jewelry.